Happy Wednesday, guys. What's up? Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt, to follow me on Twitter. This podcast being brought to you by our friends at omahasteaks.com with the promo code JUICE to get $30 off your order. More on Omaha Steaks here in just 1 second. So we go 0-3 on Sunday, 3-0 on Monday, 0-3 on Tuesday. I don't like this. I got 3 bets today, but I don't like the roller coaster ride. This is a little bit ridiculous. So the over for the Celtics and the Heat should have hit. We bet over 216.5. It fell 215. I hate that. That's 1 bucket short of cashing. And there was a dribble out by Miami. They could have gone and tried to score. There were 15 seconds left. They could have tried to score, but they didn't. So that stunk. Mariners won 3-2. A's continue to be a joke, but man, I hate it. But when the A's cover the run line, I like them. I like the run line even better the next day. But I mean, at some point, the A's are going to win a game, but it's not expensive. What the good news is the books aren't making us pay big money yet. It was only minus 115, so it's not too horrible. We're down for the week, but not like tremendously down for the week. The first period under minus 110 did not come in. The over, minus 110, did not come in. And then we missed on the third bet yesterday was on, hockey. Yeah, so hockey was, I think all 3 bets are minus 110. So it was 3.3 units down. So we're down 0.3 units for the week. So we're up 3 units, down 3.3 units. Now here we go on to a Wednesday where we've got 1 hockey bet and we've got 2 baseball bets because we are into the part of the year where baseball is going to come in. Okay, so here is the dirty little secret about the Daily Juice podcast. I am not a good baseball bettor. And when I only can bet baseball, it gets scary. I have tried very hard to do a lot of research here. This is part of my job. But if you guys fade my baseball bets, you will not make me upset. Okay? Straight up. I will not be angry. I will not be upset. It's just kind of the nature of the beast where I've tried to bet. Last year I was betting NASCAR. I was betting golf. I didn't do much better, but I was trying to get away from baseball as much as possible because baseball is a daily grind, and I don't particularly love betting baseball. It's just my own personal thing. Not a huge fan, just my own thing on it, but 2 bets in baseball today because we have to. I am now 16-16 so far betting here, and we're down 1.7 units on the Daily Juice since I've returned to the juice in baseball. On the flip side, NBA is now 33-22, basically 60%. NHL is now 91-82, basically 52%. So, just give you an idea of where baseball is in the pecking order. We've had a very good run in the NBA. We've had a very good run in the NHL. Not so much here with baseball, but let's get into it. Before we give you the picks and the plays, though, let's talk about our friends from Omaha Steaks and the Father's Day special going on. I got the Father's Day package sent to me today. This thing is awesome. You've got unbelievable packaging, okay? It comes in a cooler that can be reused. So it comes in. It's awesome. You've got fillets. My daughter and I ate it right away. It's too good. I can't pass up steak. When I got steak in the house, I eat the steak. So I ate it for dinner last night. Phenomenal. Fillets are awesome. You defrost them. They're just so good, so tender, awesome. Then you get the chicken breast and the pork chops and the dessert and the seasoning. It's a tremendous amount of food for dad. It is awesome. You want to go to omahasteaks.com. You're going to use the promo code JUICE to get $30 off your order at omahasteaks.com. And I'm telling you, you're not going to be sad when you do it. Father's Day is coming up. Your neighbor, your brother, your sister, or I say your sister, but your neighbor, somebody in your life that's a male, that's a father that could use this. This is an awesome, awesome gift. Doesn't have to be your father. It could be a father figure, but omahasteaks.com. Give dad what he really wants this year. $30 off with the promo code JUICE. Every purchase is backed with their unconditional money-back guarantee. Minimum order may be required. See sites for details here for Father's Day, omahasteaks.com with the promo code JUICE. Also, I want to tell you guys more about the BettingPros app, which you guys can go and download right now. If you haven't downloaded it yet, well, one, why not? You should have it on your phone, but it's free. You get to sync your sports books in less than a minute to automatically track your bets across all sports books in one spot. This is really important. If you bet every day, you really should be tracking what you're betting, what you're good at, what you're not good at, because you'll see some things and go, maybe I shouldn't be betting that all that much. Kind of like me with combat sports. Like, I love betting combat sports, but I haven't been very good at it recently. So it's important. After syncing, you'll enjoy access to detailed bet analytics by sport and bet type, including game picks, props, and parlays. You'll also get insights to personalized recommendations for props, game picks, and more tailored to your interest plays. To enjoy the benefits of Sportsbook Sync, download the BettingPros app by visiting bettingpros.com/apps or by searching BettingPros in the App Store. All right, so the first bet, you kind of know what I've already done, and I had the pitchers wrong. I apologize for last night. I was skipping ahead. The Ken Waldichuk guy, he's pitching tonight for the A's. The guy with the 1-3 record and the 6.85 ERA on the season. The guy who pitches on the road with an 8.39 ERA. Has with 306 batting average and given up 23 earned runs and 30 hits in 24 and 2/3 innings. Yeah, that guy's pitching tonight. I was wrong. So we're coming in here on the run line. It's a little bit more expensive than I like. It's minus 125. Shop around, find a good price there. But Mariners on the run line here at minus 125. It won the first game, missed the second game. If you're keeping track at home, it's now 3-2 on this road trip for bets against the A's on the run line. It is still profitable, just not that profitable. Basically, you're up about 0.4 units. You're up here. So not a huge profit, but you're up at 0.4 heading into tonight here, which we will continue to fade the A's here on this road trip because, well, Oakland is really, really bad. By the way, there's an announcement pending. This also might factor into our bet a little bit, but there's an announcement pending for the A's to announce that they have worked out a deal with Nevada to move the A's to Las Vegas. That should come today. So you may see this, a lot of bad news around the A's, a lot of distracting type of things. We have a game on Wednesday, game on Thursday, yet they've lost every game on this road trip so far, dating back to the 17th of May, 5-3, 5-1, 3-2, 2-0, 11-2, 3-2. They have lost 6 games in a row and 4-2 on the run line so far. So, yes, the juice comes into play here, but I'm doing it again. Miller's pitching for the Mariners. We're going run line, minus 125 for 1.25 units down on Seattle today in Major League Baseball. Now, second bet in Major League Baseball, the Rays and the Jays. The Blue Jays just scored 20 runs yesterday. Okay, now I know sometimes you got to get worried. You're a touch worried about teams that score 20 runs and then turning around and betting the over the next day. But the total is 8. It's minus 110. Kikuchi is pitching for the Blue Jays. The Rays destroy left-handed pitching. I mean, destroy it. Against lefties this year, they're batting .306 with a .945 OPS, a .578 slugging. They have hit 22 home runs off of lefties this season in 47 games. I mean, the Rays offense against left-handed pitching, it eats. Now, on the other side, McClanahan is pitching. So this is why the total is 8. Okay, we may need Tampa to get all this for us, but because of how hot the Jays were yesterday, I'm a little bit concerned about betting the money line, which is minus 187, and I really don't want to lose, a 6-5 game if I bet the Rays on the run line. I'm already betting the Mariners on the run line. I don't want to have 2 run line bets going here today, although I do think betting Tampa on the run line is probably pretty decent. It is a plus 110 bet for the Rays on the run line against the Blue Jays. I'm a little bit concerned. It's minus 187 on the money line. I think the safer play in the lesser of the juice bets is just betting over 8. It's a solid number, push number potential there at minus 110. I'm going to take over 8 for the Rays and the Jays. This is a 3:40 Pacific time start, 6:40 Eastern time start for these two teams. Again, the Jays scored 20 runs yesterday. I don't think they scored 20 again, but if they get 3 off McClanahan, I think we're pretty good because I think we're getting 5 or more from the Rays up against Kikuchi here, who hasn't been outstanding. Last start, 4 2/3 against Baltimore, gave up 3 earned runs, only went 4 2/3 against Atlanta. 4 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. Did pitch well against Pittsburgh on the road with 6 1/3 with no earned runs, but before that against the Red Sox, 4 1/3, 9 hits, 5 earned runs there. So on the road, 1-1, at home 1-1, but 3 of the last 4 starts, he's given up at least 3 earned runs, 3-4-0-5 for Kikuchi. I think he gets crushed today by the Rays, but let's bet the over here. Over 8 runs, Rays and the Jays at -110. Okay, so 2 baseball bets. Run line, Mariners, -125. Over 8, Rays and the Jays at -110. Now, to the hockey bet. Look, you can bet first period under, okay? It's -125 for the first period under. It's -125 for the game, under 5.5. I'm betting both, okay? But officially, because of what happened yesterday with the Golden Knights scoring 3 goals in the first period, and the fact that we've already had a game here in game 2 where 3 goals got scored, but only 1 counted because of offsides, a little concerned about game 4, okay? Little concerned about the first period, little concerned about where the Hurricanes might be, and they may come out flying. They're down 3-0. Bobrovsky was amazing in net. I'm going to bet the first period under at -125, but officially I'm going to bet the game under 5.5 at -125. 3-2, 2-1, 1-0 so far. It is a closeout game, so they could pull the goaltenders early for Carolina, but I don't think Carolina can play a high scoring game here and win against Florida. They know it. And frankly, Florida has been so good defensively. They've been very good at home, 23, 13, and 5. I don't mind a play here on Florida to win and complete the sweep. It's cheap. It's only -115, but I just can't see this Hurricanes team, man. But look at, if Florida wins and completes the sweep, I'm ecstatic because Vegas is up 3-0. I have a monster exacta on Florida over Vegas, which I will be in love with if I'm able to cash it or hedge off of it for that matter, because it's, I bet a bunch of these exactas. It's a plus 48.50 right now on the exacta for Florida over Vegas. So you get the 2 teams in there. You bet Vegas on the money line to win the series on the other side. Here we go. So if it's Florida Vegas, I'm ecstatic for the exacta that I've got ticket that I'm holding there, which, by the way, will be influencing how I'm betting the Stanley Cup Finals if it is Vegas against Florida. Just FYI on that. So I'm taking the game under 5.5, -125. But yes, I am betting first period under as well. So if you want some little extra on the game, you could do both. First period under, game under. Let's hopefully see it hold to form here between Florida and Carolina. But we're going to do the under 5.5 at -125. Okay, 3 bets for us here today on a Wednesday. 0-3, 3-0, 0-3. That means we probably go 3-0. I don't know. Let's hope so. Doubt it, but let's hope so. Let's at least get a 2-1 day out of it, nonetheless. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt each and every morning. It is the Daily Juice Podcast, being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.